Domestic violence or intimate partner violence is an epidemic in our country. 24 times per minute, someone is physically or sexually assaulted or stalked by their partner or former partner. That's less than every 3 seconds. It affects people in every community, regardless of age, race, sexual orientation, economic status, religion, or nationality. Even in Savage, Minnesota, Southern Valley Alliance for Battered Women is in its 35th year of serving victims of domestic violence. We have served 1,633 victims from Savage since 1982. And last year alone, we served 75 victims from Savage, Minnesota. 6 years ago, the statistic was 1 in 4 women and 1 in 5 men would be victims within their lifetimes. Now, the statistic is 1 in 3 women and 1 in 4 men. Our society is becoming increasingly violent. A 120% increase in violence against women has occurred in television since 2005. A third of our youth will have been in a violent relationship by the time they turn 18. Our youth don't know what a healthy relationship looks like unless it's modeled for them at home, because our society is becoming increasingly violent. If you would like to know how healthy your relationship is, go to our website, www.svabw.org, and take our free quiz. It's a very good measure of whether or not your relationship is healthy and whether you are in any danger. For more information on domestic violence, call Southern Valley Alliance for Battered Women at 952-873-4214, or go to our website, www.svabw.org.
You just heard from Stephanie Smith with the Southern Valley Alliance for Battered Women. October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month, an entire month dedicated to recognizing the problem of domestic violence. But awareness is not enough. Many of you know someone personally impacted by domestic violence. Those of you who can't think of anyone probably know someone, but they are silent about their pain. Further than the traditional victims, there are children, family members, and friends of those victims who must shoulder their own personal impact of what they have seen and heard. Domestic violence never has a single victim. Speaking about traditional victims of domestic violence, nowadays they are anything but traditional. According to the Center of Disease Control, 1 in 3 women and 1 in 4 men will experience intimate partner physical violence, sexual violence, or stalking in their lifetime. This means men are just as likely as women to experience these acts of violence. Perhaps the scariest statistic of all is only 34% of domestic abuse victims seek medical care for their injuries, according to the U.S. Department of Justice. So, what can we do? There are numerous resources available online for anything from phone counseling to shelter placement and everything in between. The Savage Police Department has a resource card which is given and explained to all domestic violence victims, and they would be more than willing to share it upon request. But most importantly, you can offer support. Sometimes victims of domestic violence will not be reaching out to you for help. You must, and repeatedly, be offering a helping hand, just so they know that support is there when they need it and decide to use it. We need to break the stigma surrounding domestic violence. Speak up. If you or someone you know is being harmed physically or emotionally by a loved one or anyone else, please contact the police department. Awareness is not enough.